Welcome to the Sharkpreneur podcast with Kevin Harrington and Seth Greene. Kevin Harrington is the inventor of the infomercial, one of the original sharks from the hit TV show Shark Tank, and has generated over $5 billion in TV and digital direct response sales. Seth Greene is the world's first trusted authority on cutting-edge direct response marketing, a best-selling author, and the only 3-time Marketer of the Year nominee. On the podcast, Kevin and Seth interview Sharkpreneurs who share straight talk on what it takes to explode your business.
Why do so many businesses struggle while others seem to explode overnight? Do you wish you had the secret to this type of exponential growth? Now, I've scaled more than 20 businesses to over $100 million, and it's not just luck. In my new book with Mark Tim, Mentor to Millions, you'll learn the repeatable framework I use in all my business ventures for massive success. Order at kevinmentor.com and get over $1,000 in bonuses. Head to kevinmentor.com.
Welcome to the Sharkpreneur podcast. This is your co-host, Seth Greene. Today I've got the good fortune to be joined by Cricket Lee. She is an entrepreneur and inventor, particularly noted for creating an apparel fitting solution that includes body shape applications and online data profile algorithms to enable women to buy online without try-ons or costly returns. Her system has been proven to reduce returns by 75% and fit 95% of women. Sign me up because we got Amazon boxes coming in and going out every day at my house. Cricket, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Seth. I'm so excited to be here with you today.
Let's go back in time a little bit. How did you invent this application?
Well, I had some problems finding things that worked for me and my friends because as fashion has been traditionally set at the high level, so all of the fit and all of the designs are designed for young women. And they try to make it work for all women, but it really just doesn't work that way. So I created this system to solve the problem. It's taken me many years to get here.
Awesome. And then how did it evolve? Are you a software engineer that this came about? How did the process happen?
No, I'm a marketer. My dad was an engineer and taught me to solve problems. So I just dug in when I decided to add body shapes and body types to apparel. I just dug in and did research. I looked at 60,000 women's bodies and created this system from applying both using data, scan data, and real application with women, and discovered these 3 shapes initially. We now have 5 shapes on the bottom and 4 on the top. So it's evolved considerably. And I guess I'm a problem solver and a marketer. So I've been working a long time to get the problem solved. And it's been somewhat of a challenge because the fashion industry really is based on a paradigm of fit being a brand attribute. So everybody competes with each other, and the onus is on you to find something that might fit you. So what I'm wanting to do is solve that problem.
Okay, so then does yours, tell me a little bit about how the stuff works. Does it tell me what size I really am as a woman? Does it tell me what I should buy? Yeah. How does it know, for example, does every single apparel line is entered in this database somewhere? How does it work?
Well, no, there are a lot of fit tech companies out there using women's body data and trying to match them to a brand that might fit. But the issue is the brands are still using a premise that came from 1952, which is basically an hourglass shape. And so fit standards were set back in 1952 on a Caucasian 25-year-old military woman. And now they're trying to still use that premise. So the new companies, the new fit tech companies are doing one of 2 things. One is they're filtering you through to measurements in a brand that might fit you, but you still have to try it on to make sure. Or they are using that data and providing it to the brands, but the brands are still layering it on top of this old premise. So with $556 billion in returns annually right now, with online growing, and 400 billion tons of wasted garments that have never been worn in landfill, it's just time for something different. And
Absolutely.
change never comes usually from within an industry.
Yes, it takes somebody outside to disrupt. That makes total sense. So how does the software actually work? Is my wife taking a picture of herself and uploading it and it's scanning something? I mean, how does that happen?
Well, up to this point, we've been through 7 versions of our Fit Finder. I let go of my beta 3 shapes, which was called Fit Logic. I had a licensee that we kind of disagreed in it, and I kind of lost control of it. So I let go of that. And now we've got a whole new, what we're calling body calculator. And it will take 2 photos of you and then ask you a few questions. And then your body code, your body type, and size and shape go into a database, a fit profile that stays with you. So any brand that uses our system now goes in that encrypted code and uses our patterns that match your body. So from now on, you shouldn't have to look at anything that doesn't fit you out of the box.
Okay, so then how does that
idea?
So then do I have
tested it on I've proven on over 300,000 transactions to eliminate fit from the purchase decision.
That's incredible. So how did you get in front of those 300,000 women?
I used direct response. I created a little black pant, and I put one black pant online, and then I used direct response to bring women in and create consumer adoption of the system. And so I could prove that we could pick the fit for them and they didn't have to look at their fit anymore. So I never really wanted to be in the manufacturing business. I'm a licensing model, right? So I wanted brands to use my technology.
Okay, so you both need the consumers, the women to use it, and you need the brands to use it as well so that you can match the right women and the right bodies to the right apparel. How did you get brands to start using it?
Well, I have not yet. I am still working on getting consumer adoption of the system. So I went through my proof of concept, and now I've got a manufacturing partner, and my daughter and I have a beautiful daughter, and she and I, her name is Natasha, are going to market in January with this system and using that to drive consumer adoption of the system. I think that the industry, I don't know, there was a story in the Wall Street Journal. I was on the cover years back, and it said Cricket League takes on the fashion industry, because it really is so disruptive that the brands, it's just hard. It's like turning the Titanic around. It's hard to change an industry paradigm. And even today, they talk about overproducing and overmaking and so forth, but they really still don't address that 75% of returns are fit related. So it's just, I believe now the time for me.
Okay.
For this company.
So how does it work? Like, let's say my wife buys on Amazon. Does your software integrate with Amazon and sort and filter for stuff that's going to fit her? How does that work?
It can. In the beginning, we are using our own platform to drive women in through this fit profile to get their fit profile. And then we're going to simultaneously, we're talking to 5 big box brands. And so we will bring them into this profile that we've set up. And I would like to exit with a big box like online retailer at some point. But right now we've got to drive the consumer ourselves. I mean, it really is an idea whose time has come.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. So she creates a fit profile. It's analyzed her body. How does it tell her this is what you should buy and from where? Are you getting paid on affiliate commissions of trackable sales?
Well, in our beta programs, we would give her a decimal system. So she would be a size 8 and a shape 1, and that would indicate her body type and her size. In our new system, we have the top and the bottom. And since we have different shapes, it'll be an encrypted code so that you really don't need to look at your size anymore. I mean, you'll be able to view it, but it's not anything like what the sizes are today, because as you may know, an 8 over here is a 6 over here, is a 29 over here. Like sizes, they're vanity sizes and they're all over the place. So this is an effort to create a universal fit that everybody can I believe the consumer will demand it and pull it to market. It's not a push. It's not push marketing. It's pull.
I agree. It sounds awesome. What I'm trying to figure out still is if my wife uses it right now. Okay, so you gave it. It says, so does she then, if it says she's a size 8, can she go anywhere and buy a size 8 and it will fit? Or are there only certain brands that your size 8 equals their size 8 and those are listed on your website and you're getting paid through affiliate commissions? Like, how does she actually use it to get clothes right now?
No, that's what everybody else is doing. They're trying to filter you through to something that might fit. What we do is we have a fit profile online, and that fit profile and body calculator can go into any retail site. But your fit is held with us as an inside brand technology. So your fit can be accessed by any brand that wants to license it, but it's not your problem anymore to decide what's going to fit you. We do that for you, and we hold it for you throughout your purchase process wherever you are. So as you know, right now, you go to Amazon or Macy's or wherever, you guess the size, right? And then the onus is on you to figure out if it's going to work or not. So that's the way the whole world in fit is. What I'm proposing is a whole new paradigm where you come into the fit profile, and then as we build a following, like we have 150,000 so far. So if we got to like 1 million, we'd be able to go over to this brand and say, look, you're targeted to a Caucasian woman. She's probably going to be this shape. Would you like to use this piece of our database and drive sales into that, and then bring that onto your site where you have it totally your own brand attributes and your own AI and everything you want to put with it. It just is something that lays inside their system, and it's our base patterns or blocks is what they call them. And then they can do whatever they want to with style and design.
As of right now today.
Is that clear?
I'm trying to get there. And I apologize.
You can't buy it today.
Okay, that was my question. So she can't take her software from you and then use that at 27 different at Macy's.com and punch in what is your fit grow profile, and it immediately shows her what will fit for sure. Right now, you need enough consumers to try it out to get their fit, so that you can go to the brands and so that that integration can happen. You're building the consumer base first so that the brands will listen to you. Is that right?
Seth, you're right on.
All right, I finally got it.
That.
That's okay.
So we're launching it. We're planning on launching in January or February. So right now I am raising money into this new company. And I've got a manufacturing partner, so I don't need a lot, but I'm trying to get this next level off the ground. We've got all of our trade secrets. We've got most of our system in place. So we just have to get ready and start launching. We're going to do, like we did Little Black Pant, we're going to do one jean and one top. So you get your whole body, and you can choose your size and shape and try it that way. And then we go get the brands to come in and enable you to shop.
Got it. Okay, so that makes sense.
Because, one brand, let's say you buy one brand, they can't possibly give you the fit in all the categories that you want. Your underwear, your tops, your jackets, your pants, your skirts, or whatever. So if a lot of brands adopt it, you'll only be looking at what's going to fit you out of the box in the future. That's the vision.
That's fantastic. That's a fantastic promise. That's the changing the Titanic, turning the Titanic. That's getting the whole industry, excuse me, to shift. So tell us about the capital raise. How much are you looking to raise, and what's the money for?
I'm just looking for 250 right now as a pre-seed round, because we want to be in revenue before we look at the future of what that looks like. That covers our new brand that we're putting together. It covers our added shapes and our new data profile that we're putting together. So we've got most of the work done. We're just applying it in new ways to a whole new level of application, and just a core team to get us up and into revenue. And then we'll look again at what we want to do. So it's basically, a convertible promissory note to get this 250 in, and we're just looking for maybe 10 units of 25,000 each. We just got our manufacturing partner last week who's financing the manufacturing, the shipping. They're already a made in USA manufacturer, and they're advancing money for advertising for direct response. So we're working through all those details now.
Okay, that is absolutely fantastic. Obviously, we're not making any investment recommendations on this podcast. Do your own due diligence. Absolutely fascinating technology, incredible story. Cricket, where can they go to learn more about you and everything that you're doing?
They can go to our website, and BODASci is an acronym for Body Data Science. So body is BO, and then data would be the TA, and then science would be the SCI. So BODASci.
So BOTASCI.com.
And they can sign up there and go into info@bodasci.com, and we're looking at that all the time, so we can respond to anybody that's interested.
Awesome. Well, it is absolutely fascinating. I can't wait to see you change the industry. This has been Seth Greene for Sharkpreneur with Cricket Lee of BOTASCI.com. Link will be in the show notes. Thanks everybody for watching and listening. We'll talk to you next time.
Do you need money to fund your idea, product, or service? Are you ready to take your business to the next level but need capital to get it done? Kevin Harrington has heard more than 50,000 pitches and knows how to help you make the perfect pitch to get the funding for your entrepreneurial dream. He's distilled the process down in his perfect pitch cheat sheet, and it's yours for free. Just text PITCH to him right now at 727-888-2100. Text PITCH to 727-888-2100 right now and claim your free perfect pitch cheat sheet. Text PITCH to 727-888-2100 to start funding your dream today.
This show has been produced by Market Domination, LLC. To discover how you can have your own show completely done for you and turn it into a real published book and become the authority in your marketplace, go to www.marketdominationllc.com/podcast offer.